Hello, my name is Olaf Marvelous. I am a relationship coach, a singles coach, and I am a Christian lady. And today, it is not entirely about singlehood or relationship, but then it's kind of related. It's in the scripture. All right, so join me as we read First Corinthians 7, verse 32 to anywhere. All right, so I read 32. It says, "I want you to be without care. He who is unmarried cares for the things that belongs to the Lord, how he may please the Lord." Verse 33, "But he who is married cares about the things of the world, how he may please his wife." 34, "There's a difference between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried cares about the things of the Lord, that she may be holy both in body and in spirit." That means purity is not just about being holy in body, but also in the spirit and also in your heart. Because I've seen people that the only thing they have is virginity. They are not pure. All right, let me say it this way. So people believe that they are pure. They have purity because they are virgins. Meanwhile, some of them have experienced romance, experienced kissing, and other stuffs that are not sex but related to sex. And because of their virginity, because they still have their virginity intact, they believe that they are pure. They have purity. But the purity is about you being pure in heart, in spirit, and in body. All right, so that's it's not even my business for today. Let's move on. But she who is married cares about the things of the world, how she may please her husband. And verse 35, where I would stop. And this I say for your own profit, not that I may put a leech on you, but for what is proper, and that you may serve the Lord without distraction. And when I was reading the scripture, it struck me because I have seen married people talk to me, "Oh, Marvelous, make sure you do ministry well. This is the time you can pray. While you are single, this is the time you can pray. You can study the scripture, you can go on marathon fasting, you can go to mountains, pray, have time for yourself, retreat, and all. If you get married, these things will be limited." And I'm like, okay, I don't believe in that. But then I saw this in the scripture, and I'm like, oh, I can relate it to what I have heard married ladies, married men talk about married women, and I can actually relate to that because the scripture says so. Apostle Paul was not married, and he knows the benefits of not getting married. I am not saying that you should not get married. Of course, I will get married. I even love getting married, so don't get me wrong. I just want to advise all single ladies out there, all single men, that this is the time you can do ministry fully. I told myself, Marvelous, next year for ministry fully, nothing more, because if you can go into marriage right now, you have to take care of your husband. You will start getting pregnant. You can't. There are limitations to things you can do while you're pregnant, and there are limitations. Like if you're single, like Apostle Paul said, he said the only thing you'll be thinking about is how to please the Lord. But if you're in a relationship, if you're engaged, or you are even married, let's just talk about marriage. If you are married, the only thing you want to think about is your family first. You want to think about your husband, you want to think about your children, you want to think about yourself, you want to think about God. That's why some people's prayer life go down the drain because of marriage. It is not easy, sincerely. Waking up, thinking about things, thinking about what to cook for your husband and your children, thinking about how to provide for the home as a guy. These things can be overwhelming, and it tends to distract us from serving the Lord properly if care is not taken. Though we've seen people who can actually do it well, but then if you still ask them, it was not easy at the beginning. So this is my advice to every lady that you are desperate to get a relationship, every guy that are desperate to get married. Why not focus on ministry? Why not focus on serving the Lord fully without distraction? And that means, like Apostle Paul said, that you may serve the Lord without distraction. So that it won't be when you are praying that your children will be crying. Now you have no children with you. You can pray for 10 hours. You can pray for 12 hours. You can tell them to go out for 24 hours. You can tell them to go out for 3 days. No distraction. But you can't do that after marriage because, in fact, there was a place. All right, that let's read 1 Corinthians 7. 1 to 4. It is now concerning the things of which you wrote to me. It is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, because of sexual immorality, let each man have his own wife, and let each woman have her own husband. I'll also talk about these thoughts in my next video. Let the husband render to his wife the affection due her, and likewise also the wife to the husband. The wife does not have authority over her own body. The husband does. Likewise, the husband does not have authority over his own body, but the wife also does. Do not deprive one another except with consent for a time, not for long, for a time. And come together again so that Satan does not tempt you because of your lack of self-control. So these things are like distraction is real. Sex, cooking for your husband and your family, providing for the home, a lot of stuff, family, your husband's family, your wife's family, everything coming together. This is the time you need to serve the Lord. Stop scrolling through social media, whiling away your time. The Lord will help us. It is just a burden. Like, it's something that I really wanted to share, that this is the time you can serve the Lord. I am not saying you can't serve the Lord after marriage. Of course, I will serve God better while I'm married. But I'm saying that you can do more now that you are not married and you're not distracted. And if you are distracted now, you will tell me why you are distracted and drop it in that comment section. Tell me why you are distracted, even though you are not married. And I see the Lord helping us in Jesus' name. Please like this video, share, comment. If I see that you did not comment, I will give you see my hand. God bless you. I love you all.